Welcome back. I want to make positive videos, but I see things like this being sold all the time, and I want to make a sort of PSA, please don't buy these things. This is the Jobmate multi-purpose tool set. There are a lot of different variations on this type of multi-tool set, and they're all pretty much terrible. Now I picked this setup because I was curious specifically about this adjustable wrench because I think that part looked cool. Before I get into that, we'll take a quick look at the rest of the tools, and I'll be wearing gloves on them because the tools, the coating is coming off of them and it's really gross and I don't want to get it on my hands. Do you have a kid between the ages of 3 and 8? Well, guess what? I wrote a children's book called Who Says Pooh? And it's a funny read aloud children's book about words in different languages that sound phonetically like the English word poo. Let's read a page. Pulito is an Italian word that means clean or neat. Sally's room is pulito and her dad is happy. He doesn't know that she's put everything in her closet. Uh-oh. Your kid will love it and learn about other cultures. Buying a book today helps support my channel. And also, you'd brighten up my day a whole bunch. Link is in the description. Now back to the video. Anyway, so this is kind of like your basic old school Leatherman. You know, you can see the strong influences between the two. But that's kind of where, in terms of quality and usefulness, they stop being similar. The plier actions feel like garbage. If I pull out the tools, you can see they try to combine stuff, and then my gloves keep coming off because of the stickiness. You know, you have your knife, you have an awl, you have little bits there. I don't want to open them up because I don't want to cut myself. But overall, it's not very good. Next up, we'll look at this little tool. This one's a lot less stickier than everything. You have a small little tiny keychain tool here. If you're gonna buy this, you'd want to buy this for like $2 at the dollar store, not in a whole set. See what I mean by it being cracked? Like this scale just falls off because they just come on with these little tabs. I don't know if you can see that little tab there. But this is your standard kind of Victorinox, you know, alternative there. Again, it's just all garbage. Generally speaking, if you're gonna get this for like $20 on Facebook Marketplace, you can find way better quality Swiss Army knives by Victorinox. So why get it? I'm not gonna bother reviewing this light. Now here's the adjustable wrench. I cleaned it up because I wanted to play around with it and I thought it was pretty cool, and it sort of is pretty cool. You know, it opens up no problem. It has really strong retention springs. It has your typical knife. It has a serrated blade and what looks like a wire stripper there, as well as a flat head there, and not too bad of a file. And again, those retention strings are strong. But here's the thing. All these tools are cheap, they will break super fast, and they don't really do anything that well. You know, again, like I said, for the cost of $20, you can get the Victorinox Swiss Army knife that will be way better than any of the stuff here, okay? Sets like these are stocking stuffers for a quick cash grab for these companies who don't care about making anything actually useful or anything that will last a while, okay? And especially on stuff like this, okay? Especially on stuff like this where you have knives, okay? You don't want something that's poor quality, that's gonna break, or that's gonna be difficult to use, or it's not gonna be reliable because it's gonna hurt you and you could land up in the hospital getting stitches or worse. And I really dislike seeing stuff like this, okay? This is kind of the exception of the set, actually. It feels pretty good. Like, this is all metal. Like, I might actually keep this around. Now, I try not to be negative on this channel. But if you're a manufacturer, stop making this garbage. And if you're a customer, please don't buy stuff like this, okay? Stuff like this almost always ends up in a landfill. And it's just bad quality stuff. We don't need more bad quality stuff in this world. And if you're interested in more tools that are essentially bad quality stuff, check out my review of these double-headed pliers.